I want to show how to create cells. Now, with just one label and one text box, if you click this, these cells will replicate. And so look at it, let me explain. Look at it. If you click it, it just replicates itself. And fill in the label with the months, the names of the months of the year. So let me explain how this is done by we creating another let me remove this project. This is the first project. Let's work with this one now. So I'll change the font. I'll adjust the font. Change the font here, the font of this font. I will use Time New Roman, bold, and size 16. Click OK. I will change the color to highlight blue. I will add the label. I will change the name of this label to LBL months. Enter, press enter. Then I'll add the text box. In this text box, now I will remove the caption in the label. For the text box, I will remove the text in the text box. Remove the text there. I'll change the name of the text box to text notes. I'll select this, I'll format, align, not align. Let me use horizontal spacing and remove the spacing. Then I will also make them of the same size, not the same size, of the same height. So better. Now I will double click the form. I will double click the form to enter the coding environment of the form. So I will just double click the form, so enter the coding environment. So before I do that, let me come back and I have to name the form. I have to rename the form FRM months. I have to rename the form. Let me double click again. I will say width FRM. I will say end width. I'll go up here. Now I need to say, before I proceed, I need to load the object, the form, as in, because I need to the one that is already there. Okay, I needed to, let me go back to the form. I needed to make this an array. Now I'll go to the index and make here 0. I'll go to this index to make this one 0. So let me confirm if they are 0. they are 0, so they are, both of them are array now. So let me go back to the form. So I will load this label. Let me just load this label. Now we say I. Well, before then, let me define that variable I. Then say I as integer. And just say months as string. Now let me leave it at that. So let me define the order. As time goes on, if there is any variable that I need, I will define it. So let me load the text box. The text box I will be creating, the new text box I will be creating. This is months. Now let me see. If like I made a mistake in the spelling on that. Okay, let me remove it. Let me go back to that. I didn't properly spell the name well, so there is a mistake here when typing. You know, N and B are closer, so I typed B without checking the name then. So let me go back. So it's okay now. So I need to load the item. So I need to load this. I'm gonna say for I equal to 1 to 11. So 1 to 11. Now I will now say the label months. The first one dot the height should be equal to the label for months index 0 dot height. So now we have made the height of the existing the first label that we created. We made the height equal to the height of any the subsequent ones, the subsequent mi values of labels. The labels I will create. This other label, you know, the label started from 0, so the first one is already there. So that was why I started my from 1, because the first I is 0. So we don't need to create the 0 again. So, and you know the months of the year is 12. So from 0 to 11 is 12. It's 12 months. It's 12. So now I need to start from 1 to 11. So I don't need to start from 0. Already the index is 0. So the one created. So I need to reference the new ones to the one created already, the one that is on the form, which is of index 0. Now I will also do same. Let me just copy this. Let me copy this thing, paste it here, then change this to the weight, so let's say the weight of the distance should be equal to the weight of no, shouldn't copy, should be equal to the weight of the one existing. So the weight of the original, the new one, the one to be created, should be equal to the weight of the one already existing. So that is done. Now I've said weight, so it's easy to put dot. We need to put dot. There should be dots here too. Dots here. Now so when we created this, this is I. Let me check. So like this is 1. I. Okay, it's I. This is I, yeah. So now we have defined the height and the width of the label. So now we need to define the position of the label. We need to define the position of the label. The position, what defines the position? What locates the label on the form is the left value, and the top value. That is what locates it. Now let me explain. With this. Now if let's say you want to create a new label here, or there is a label already here. Now this is the form. From here, the distance from here to here is the top of this with respect to the form. The distance from here to here on the form, the distance from this form here to this point of, let's say this is a label now, is the left. So from this and this, define this point here, and this point locates this label on the form. So if you know the left and the top, you can locate all the forms. Let me minimize this. So now we need to get, let's start with the left. So the left of the new labels I'm going to create. The left of the new labels dot left should be equal to I need to put dots here since I'm using width, so it will be equal to the left of the already created label. In essence, it makes them be in alignment. So that is that. So then now the next one is the top. So let me just copy this. Then paste. Now I will now see the top of the next one. The top of the next one. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave this as this. But I'll change it. Let me just change here. Now I needed to change this because if you say 1 cannot work, let me show you. Because we are creating subsequently, we are creating new this thing. Let me say you're referencing. Let me say I want to create this one now. And this one is at I. This one is at I position. This one is at I minus 1 position. Now I wanted to create this one. For me to create this one, I need the top of this one. The top of this one. I need the top of this one plus the height of this. The height of this I position. And the height of this I position is the same height of this one that is of 0. The index is 0. It's just like saying, now let's say I have, let's say label months I dot top will now be equal to label months I minus 1 dot the top of this one, of this label, with this I minus 1 plus, I could say the height of this one, but let me say the height of the already existing one, which is 0. So that is how to do it. So that, because if you say you want to use, if you want to use 0 for here, it will not work. That means the whole, all of them will be piling in one position, because all of them will just maybe pile here. All of them will pile here in the second position. If you make here 0 and here 0, all of them will pile here. Now let's do it. So here, this one should be changed to height. Then I need to add another one, another label, which the index will be I minus 1 dot I minus 1 dot top. This is it. So what I will now do next is I need to copy this thing instead of to do that of the text box. Let me copy and paste and change, make a change. Now let me select this. I will just go to edit, find, then I say replace that with txt. So I believe that's easy. Now I will say selection. I will select, then I say match. Now I will select the whole of this. I will just say replace all. It's 12 in numbers. Let me just replace them. Oh, I don't need to change this one. Let me reverse this. So this should be LBL. This one should be. This one will be TXT. Now selection match replace all. So now it's done. No, so far. Now created this form. Now, as you're creating the form, I needed to say, to tell the form, we needed to make it visible. So let me select this one. Let me copy that one. Let me copy this. Paste. I need to delete this. Okay, now before I do that, let me just say this. You know, we have created them. We need to tell the computer to make them visible. So we say visibility. Visible will now be true. Visible will not be true. Now the same to this one. So visible will be true. Now making them visible, then now I need to say next I. Now so that it will be repeating itself and then it will create itself. So what I'll do next is I'll create another for here. I'll create another for here. Now before I do that, I need to add the months. Months is equal to, it's a string, so just make it a string by putting this quotation sign. Let me come here and copy this. You see, this is January, February, March, April, May, June. So just copy it and just paste it inside here. The next, this one should be 12. This should be 12. So I'll start from 1 to 12. Now this one, which is 12, let me now begin. Now let me just say next, so that next I. Now here I need to now put a caption. Let me just copy here, copy this, come here, paste it. Now I will just change this to the caption of this. Say caption. The caption should be equal to, let me delete this. Now, if you put 1 here, you did not label. Now this one, we created new labels and text boxes without the one that is already existing. Now that was why the thing ends in 12, but here we are creating both the one that is existing. We're creating the captions for both the one that is existing and the one that will be created here. So that is why I will not merge this to this. So I'm using 1. I'm starting from 1, and the one that was already created is 0. So here is supposed to be I minus 1, so that if you put this 1 here, this one will be 0 for the caption. Then here I will use this I will use mid function. I will use this mid function, that is MID, to locate each and every string, that is to locate the captions of each of the label, the months. Now this one, now you see the mid, you say what is the string? The string is this month. The string is this month up here. This month. The string is this month up here. So now let me explain again. The string is this month up here. So I'll just type the month. This month. Okay, let me just copy it so that we don't make mistakes. Let me come here. Let me copy it. Now paste. Say comma. Now you state the start as long. That is, you state the start. If you want to do this one, you look the location of the, that is, like let's say you want to write the January, which is of 3 letters. This position, you locate this position, which is the start position. That is what they want us to do here. So let me just explain. Let me copy this and paste here. Let me enlarge it so that to be visible. Now, what they are saying in essence is this position is the start point. For this one, the start point is this position. This one, the start point is this position. The start point of this is this position, and this position, and this position, and this position. So now, the way these things are, we are going to use what we call the arithmetic progression. Now, the distance from here to here is what? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the 4th position. So here is number 1. Here is 4. Here is 4. You see, there. Now you have 4 here, 5, 6, 7. Here is position 7, 8, 9, 10. You see their difference. We're using this formula, A plus n minus 1 times d. Now the A is the first one. The first one is what? Is 1, the first term. Now we're looking for the Tn. Now, but what we used here was I, so say I, Ti. The first one is 1. The second one, so here is I minus 1. The difference between the terms, this minus this, as in the common difference. So this minus this is 4, is 3. This minus this is 3. This minus this is 3. So here should be 3. Now we have 1 plus 3i minus 3. So we have, so the formula in which we can be using to locate these points will be 3i minus 2. So this is the formula we're going to be using. So what we do now, we now say this should be 3 times I minus 2. That is how we used to locate that one. Then now, what is the length? The length is the number of letters that makes up that word, and each of them is 3, 3, 3, 3. When you look at them, each of them is 3. Each of them is 3, 3, 3, 3. So we'll now put 3 here. We'll close the brackets. Now, but before this, I will want to also the label. Let me see. But the label. Let me say dots ILB modes. The bracket open. This should be I minus 1. This should be I minus 1. Bracket close. Dots. The alignment of the text. So the alignment of the text, the alignment of the caption, I will just say is equal to 2. So 2 is for center. 2 is for center. 2 is for center. 1 is for left. Sorry, 0 is for left. 1 is for 1 is for right. So that is it. So just okay. Let me show you now. Like if you say this, look at it now. You see the alignment. When you open the alignment, you have 0 is left, 1 is right, 2 is center. So that is it. Now this one, you see the way this property dialog box is. This alphabetically means these things will be arranged alphabetically. If you click this one, it's on alphabetical. So if on category, like it will be arranged on categories. When you click this one, the font will be on one side. This is miscellaneous, the name and all that. Then this is the appearance. Appearance is about color and captions and everything that shows that you see. This is the behavior. So whether like enable is true, if you make enable false, you cannot type in anything there and all that. So that is the behavior. This one is miscellaneous. This is position. You see, position is like the height, the left, the top, and the weight. Just like what I said. This, you use this thing to position it. So, but you see, it's like you can position it. Like this one, auto size is false. If I make it true, if I run, you can adjust it. You can adjust the size. But I don't want it to be like that. So that is it. So let's go back to the coding. So now we have this, the captions that have been aligned center, and this. Okay, let's run and test what's. I hope there is no mistake anywhere. Let me run it and test. Okay, there's an error. Okay. This is supposed to be here, but let me. It's supposed to be here, so it's wrong positioning. So it's supposed to be here. Now let me run it again. See, perfect. That is it. So let's close it. You see, great, and it's centered. You see, it's centered. Now let me change this to 0. You see, it will be left. You see, it's at the left. Let me close it. Let me change it to 1. To see it will align right. See, it's aligned right now, but I prefer center, which is 2. Center, which is 2. Great. So thank you for watching till the end. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I make new videos, you'll be first to see it. Thank you.